What if I told you there was once a warship that had the firepower of a battleship, the speed of a cruiser, and the cost of a carrier? A warship that was designed to hunt down and destroy the most powerful enemy cruisers, but also faced criticism and controversy for its size, role, and effectiveness. A warship that was built too late, served too briefly, and was scrapped too soon. A warship that was USS Alaska. The Alaska class was a group of 6 very large cruisers ordered by the United States Navy before World War II, of which only 2 were completed and saw service late in the war. They were designed to counter the threat of heavy cruisers and battlecruisers from Germany and Japan. The idea for a large cruiser class originated in the early 1930s when the US Navy sought to counter the Deutschland-class pocket battleships that Germany had built in violation of the Treaty of Versailles. These ships had a displacement of over 10,000 tons, but carried 6 11-inch guns that could outrange and outgun most cruisers. The US Navy considered building a similar class of ships, but decided to pursue a larger and more powerful design that could engage the Scharnhorst-class battleships that Germany had launched in 1936. These ships had a displacement of about 32,000 tons and carried 9 11-inch guns. The US Navy also had to contend with rumours that Japan was planning or building a new class of large cruisers known as the B-65. These ships were supposed to have a displacement of 35,000 tons and carried 9 12-inch guns. The Navy feared that these ships posed a serious threat to their existing cruisers and carriers in the Pacific Theatre and decided to use them as cruiser killers, capable of seeking out and destroying these post-treaty heavy cruisers. The Alaska class was designed as a new type of ship that would combine the speed and firepower of a battleship with the maneuverability and versatility of a cruiser. The Navy's designation for these ships was large cruiser, but they have been described as super cruisers, large cruisers, or even unrestricted cruisers by various sources. The majority of leading references consider them battle cruisers, despite the US Navy never having classified them as such. The class has a displacement of over 34,000 tons and a length of 808 feet, with a speed of 33 knots. They were armed with 9 12-inch guns with protection against 10-inch gunfire into the hull. They also had 12 5-inch dual-purpose guns and a generous complement of anti-aircraft guns. They also had 4 aircraft for scouting and spotting. Their armor protection was limited compared to battleships of the time. The Alaska class was named after territories or insular areas of the United States, signifying their intermediate status between the larger battleship and the smaller, heavy cruisers. Of the 6 planned ships, only Alaska and Guam were completed and commissioned in 1944.